Good morning, everybody. This is Shani Venkatesham, History faculty. So today I am going to explain about the Indian history concept regarding Group 1, Group 2, Sub-Inspector and other competitive examinations. What is the Indian history syllabus? What is the Indian history syllabus? You see, in Group 1, Group 2, we will have near about 70 marks questions. 70 marks questions in Group 1 and Group 2. Even though in Sub-Inspector, 20 to 25 marks questions. That's why Indian history has a lot of importance in the competitive examinations. So we have to follow the Indian history syllabus properly. If you want to get good marks, if you want to get good scoring, we have to follow the Indian history syllabus. So before that, I would like to say, what is history? Just I want to give you little bit information about the history. What is Indian history? What is history? So let me explain the meaning of history. History means, what is the meaning of history? Do you know that? What is the meaning of history? History means the information about the past events and incidents. What is that? So history means the past events and incidents. That is called the meaning of history. So past events and incidents. Past events and incidents. That is called history. Okay. So in the past period, what were the incidents? What were the dates? What were the wars? What were the agreements? What were the ruling systems? So etc. It will be covered by history. So what I am saying, history means the information about past events and incidents. And do you know who is a father of history? Who is father of history? So many people, they don't know about the father of history. So who is father of history? Who is father of history? So father of history is Herodotus. Herodotus was father of history. Herodotus was father of history. That's why. So father of history was Herodotus. Herodotus was from Greek. Herodotus was from Greek. So here Herodotus was from Greek. He was father of history. Remember everybody and note the point. So Herodotus was the father of history. He belongs to Greek. Okay, you know Aristotle, you know Plato, you know Socrates, how they are belonging to Greek, as well as Herodotus also belongs to the Greek. Greek produced so many intellectuals in the world. Greek produced so many intellectuals. In that way, the first, what we are going to say, the father of history. The father of history is Herodotus. Okay, so now I would like to say Indian history. What is Indian history? What is Indian history? How many parts of Indian history? First of all, I would like to say the parts of Indian history. Then after, I will give you the syllabus system, syllabus pattern, syllabus analysis. Okay, now I want to explain the parts of history, the classification of history, parts of history or classification of history, Indian history. So how do you classify the Indian history? How do you classify? So basically, if you understand the history, Indian history has three parts or three classifications. So basically, Indian history has three classifications or three parts. Indian history basically has three classifications. That is ancient history. Ancient history. So everybody has to remember Indian history has three classifications or three parts. Yes, what is that? So first one is ancient history. And second one is medieval history. Second one, medieval history. Third, modern history. So this is the classification of Indian history. Ancient history. What is ancient history? Yes, ancient history means the old history. So ancient history starts from Indus Valley Civilization. Okay, ancient history starts from Indus Valley Civilization to Delhi Sultans, up to Delhi Sultans. So the year Indian history starts from 2500 BC to 1206. This is called Indian history, ancient history. 2500 BC to 1206 AD. 1206 AD. So 2500 BC to 1206 AD, this is called ancient history, right? And ancient history covers Indus Valley Civilization, Vedic civilizations, and Jainism and Buddhism, 16 great Janapadas, like that from 2500 BC to 1206, that is called in ancient Indian history, that is called ancient Indian history. And now you see, so what is that? Medieval history. Medieval history is from 1206 to 1773. So 1206 to 1773, it is called medieval history. Okay, medieval history 1206, what was there? Delhi Sultans. From Delhi Sultans onwards, up to Regulating Act, East India Company Regulating Act, right? So from 1206 to 1773, that is called medieval history. Delhi Sultans. Medieval history starts from Delhi Sultans concept. Okay, do you know how many clans are there? How many dynasties are there in Delhi Sultans? Yes, we have five dynasties in Delhi Sultans. So those are, what are the Delhi Sultans clans or dynasties? Yes, slave dynasty, Khilji dynasty, Tughlaq dynasty, Sayyid dynasty, Lodi dynasty. So from Delhi Sultan onwards, up to Regulating Act, East India Company, according to East India Company concepts, we have Regulating Act 1773. Up to 1773, this is called medieval history. And now the modern history from 1773 to up to 1947, this is called modern history, right? What is modern history? Modern history means from 1773 to 1947. This is called modern history, right? This is called modern history. 1773, so Regulating Act, as well as we can know that, so British administration system, and first war of Indian independence, and Indian national movement. So here in the modern history, the most important concept was, so what is that? Indian national movement. Okay, Indian national movement, it has a lot of importance in modern history, because we will get so many questions from national movement, Indian national movement. So we will get so many questions from modern history especially, so we will get maximum questions from modern history. Especially in the modern history, we have to concentrate on Indian national movement. You know, Indian national movement has a lot of importance, because here we have the national movement concepts. So national movement, Indian national movement starts from 1885 to 1947. 1885 to 1947, Indian national movement will be there. Indian national movement was there from 1885 to 1947. By the establishment of Indian National Congress in 1885, from there we have the national movement. That national movement has three classifications. National movement has three classifications. What are the classifications? So, moderate stage, extremist stage, and Gandhi stage. Moderate stage, extremist stage, and Gandhi stage. These are called the parts of Indian national movement. Up to 1947, so whenever we are getting independence, so up to 1947, this is called Indian national movement. So This is the classification of Indian history: ancient history, modern, medieval history, and modern history. So, especially for the sub-inspector, we have to concentrate on modern history. For group 1 and group 2, we have to concentrate on three concepts: ancient, medieval, and modern. We have to concentrate on these three concepts for group 1 and group 2, because so they can ask the questions for the group 1, group 2. They can ask depth, in depth, they can ask the questions in depth in group 1 and group 2. So we have to concentrate on the, what is that? Ancient history and medieval history. Later on, modern history. So this is the classification of Indian history. So once again I am telling you, ancient history, modern history, medieval history and modern history. Right? So ancient history, medieval history, modern history. So all together we can say Indian history. All together we can say Indian history. Indian history has lot of importance. If you write UPS, Union Public Service Commission, UPSC examinations, if you write any state group services, groups examinations, even though in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, in group 1, group 2 sub-inspector, there are 60 to 70 questions. In group 1 and group 2, there are 60 to 70 questions in group 1, group 2, Telangana and as well as AP. In sub-inspector, we will get 20 to 25 questions. So I request every aspirant, you have to concentrate on the Indian history. Okay, if you prepare properly, you will get maximum, you will be scoring maximum score in the Indian history. Right? Now, I would like to say the syllabus. Syllabus analysis. What is syllabus? First of all, what I am going to say, the aspirants, those who are going to prepare for group 1, group 2 and sub-inspector and other competitive examinations, they must to know the syllabus. Maximum aspirants, what will they do? They don't know the syllabus. They cannot understand the syllabus first. But I tell you, knowing the syllabus, if you know the syllabus, that is equal to half of the success. Okay, so what I'm saying, knowing the syllabus, every aspirant has to know the syllabus first. Knowing the syllabus is half of the success. Knowing the syllabus is half of the success. That's why now I'm going to explain the syllabus of Indian history. You know, there are so many chapters in Indian history. There are so many chapters in Indian history. We have so many chapters. So every chapter is very, very important. Every chapter is very, very important, right? So what are the chapters? Right? So here we are going to explain about the syllabus of Indian history. We are going to explain about the syllabus of Indian history. So you see, Indian history starts from where? Indian history starts from Indus Valley Civilization. Indian history starts from Indus Valley Civilization. So Indian history starts from Indus Valley Civilization. You know, Indus Valley Civilization is the greatest civilization in the world. Do you know that? Indus Valley Civilization, also called Harappa Cultured Civilization. That's why Indus Valley Civilization starts from 2500 BC and it will be going to close at 1500 BC. So Indus Valley Civilization starts from 2500 BC and it is going to complete at 1500 BC. That is why Indus Valley Civilization is most important chapter. We may get at least 2 questions. From Indus Valley Civilization, we may get at least 2 questions because here they can ask the monuments. Here they can ask the tools, things which were founded in the excavations. So here the first chapter, very beginning chapter in Indian history, that is called Indus Valley Civilization. That is called Indus Valley Civilization. Here you see Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, Lothal, Kalibangan, Chanudaro, Rangapur, etc. 250 places are there. 250 places are there in Indus Valley Civilization. Okay, so we should concentrate on the towns and cities of Indus Valley Civilization. For example, you take Harappa. They can ask you the question, Harappa is famous for what were the monuments founded in Harappa excavations? They can ask you the question, what was the main monument founded in the excavations of Harappa? Granaries. Granaries. There were 12 granaries. 12 granaries were founded in Harappa excavations. That's why Harappa is the name, city of granaries. City of granaries. They can ask this question. How many granaries? 12 granaries. Okay, so what is the importance of Harappa? They can ask the question. Yes, we have to say granaries. And next you see Mohenjo-daro. In the Harappa, after Harappa, we have one more most important city in Indus Valley Civilization, that was Mohenjo-daro. That was Mohenjo-daro. Yes, what is Mohenjo-daro? What is the meaning of Mohenjo-daro? Mound of dead. Mound of dead. The meaning of Mohenjo-daro is mound of dead in Sindh language. So Mohenjo-daro is the biggest city. Mohenjo-daro is the biggest city among all 250 cities of Indus Valley Civilization. So Harappa is the biggest city. It is the highest density city. In Sindh language, the meaning of Mohenjo-daro is mound of dead. Okay, you know the Pashupati idol. Pashupati is main god of Indus Valley Civilization. You know Pashupati idol? It was founded in Mohenjo-daro. Yes, Pashupati idol founded in Mohenjo-daro. So, what is the important monuments were founded in Mohenjo-daro? Harappa, Kalibangan, Lothal. Do you know Lothal? Lothal is the artificial harbor. This is the biggest harbor in Indus Valley Civilization. Lothal has the biggest harbor. Okay, so we will teach every part, every point whenever I am going to start the syllabus. So while discussing the syllabus, we will discuss all the points. Just I am here giving just introduction of the chapters. So this is called Indus Valley Civilization. Indian history starts from Indus Valley Civilization. Indian history starts from Indus Valley Civilization. You remember, everybody has to remember, the people who are going to prepare for the competitive examinations, Indus Valley Civilization is the first chapter. It has lot of information. Indus Valley Civilization has lot of information, right? And second, Vedic civilizations. Vedic civilization. Do you know, in the period of Vedas, we have the civilization that is called Vedic civilization. It is from 1500 BC to 600 BC. It is from 1500 BC to 600 BC. That is Vedic civilization. Okay, you see, Vedic civilization means, actually how many Vedas are there? Do you know? How many Vedas are there? Simple question. There were 4 Vedas. There are 4 Vedas. Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvana Veda. Yes, Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvana Veda. These are 4 Vedas in our Indian system. Okay, so first Veda is Rig Veda. And second Veda is Yajurveda. So, during the period of Rig Veda, during the period of Yajurveda, we have 2 civilizations. So those are called Vedic civilizations. So, in Rigvedic period, we have the civilization. In Yajurvedic period, we have the civilization. Both are called Vedic civilizations. So, early Vedic civilization and later Vedic civilization. We have two civilizations here. So, early Vedic civilization and later Vedic civilization. Early Vedic is called Rigvedic civilization. Later Vedic is called Yajurvedic civilization. It is from, you see, it is from 1500 BC to 1000. It is from 1000 BC to 600. Okay? Here two kinds of civilizations. Okay? First one is early Vedic civilization. Second one is later Vedic civilization. Early Vedic civilization from 1500 to 1000 BC. Later Vedic civilization is from 1000 to 600. Okay, so this is called Vedic civilizations. Here we have to know the Vedic culture also, Vedic literature also. Here we have to learn about Vedic culture, Vedic literature. Vedic literature means, for example, every Veda has 4 parts. Every Veda has 4 parts, the parts of Vedas: Samhitas, Brahmanas, Aranyakas, Upanishads. So these kind of 4 parts are there in every Veda. This is called parts of Vedas. And Vedangas. Shiksha, Kalpa, Nirukta, Chandasu, Jyotishya, Vyakarana. These are the Vedangas. Upavedas, Dhanurveda, Gandharva Veda, Shilpa Veda, Ayurveda, Upavedas. Okay, so this is a Vedic culture and Vedic civilization. We have to know every concept. So we should not say, sir, is it necessary for groups or civils to know the literature of the Vedic concept? Yes, 100%. I am telling you, 100% of the we need, necessity is there, 100% necessity is there to know the literature of Vedic culture, Vedic system. Without knowing Vedic literature, we will not go forward to know about Vedic civilization. That's why what I'm saying, we have to learn Vedic literature. After Vedic literature, we have to know about the civilization. You know, in Vedic civilization, who were there? Aryans. Aryans were there. Okay, we have to discuss about Aryans here in Vedic civilization. Okay, basically what I am saying, the Vedic civilization has 2 classifications: early Vedic civilization and later Vedic civilization. Right? Next, so rise of Jainism and Buddhism. Okay, here you see, after Vedic civilization we have the rise of Jainism and Buddhism. This is called the revolutionary period. This is called the period of new religions. This is called the period of new religions. And rise of Buddhism and Jainism. You know, what was the reason to exist Jainism and Buddhism? What is the reason? What is the reason to exist? Okay, Jainism and Buddhism. The reason was against to Vedic culture. Buddhism and Jainism, they were existed because of the Vedic culture system. Vedic, they have Brahman domination. Vedic civilization has Brahman domination and Sanskrit domination. The Vedic civilization, Vedic system is far away from common man. Far away from common man. That is why Buddha and Vardhamana Mahavira, these are Kshatriyas. Buddha and Vardhamana Mahavira, these are Kshatriyas. They revolted against the Brahmana concept, the Vedic concept, the Sanskrit domination. Because of that reason, the Buddhism and Jainism were existed. They were born because of these reasons. They can ask you the question. Tomorrow, if you write the examination, They can ask the question, yes, what was the reason to occur the Jainism and Buddhism? The reason was the domination of, against to the domination of Brahmana, against to the domination of Sanskrit system. So Mahavira founded or farmer of establisher of the Jainism. Gautama Buddha was establisher of Buddhism. Buddhism and Jainism both are the great religions. Jainism and Buddhism were the great religions. They were introduced in India by Vardhamana Mahavira and Gautama Buddha. Okay.